In this video today, I wanted to talk about panic, because possibly over the next few weeks, you will see a lot of people start to preach panic and fear and all these other types of things. And the reason being is not because they're terrible people as such, or because they're intentionally trying to do that. That's the key sentence. Not because they're intentionally trying to do that, but actually because a lot of us have simply been programmed from the very beginning to understand fear and fear alone. You see, if we had been programmed to understand the unknown, we would be an entirely different species of people on planet Earth. There's an entirely different species of humans. But we've been programmed to heavily rely on fear for our understanding, i.e., if you do anything wrong or if you sin, you'll burn in an eternal pit of fire. Right? Like, how people have been able to live their life in that manner is truly phenomenal. Because think about it, right? As human beings, there are times when we do things without even consciously understanding what we're doing. But it's only after we've finished and completed the act of what we're doing that we finally understand that, oh, okay, I probably shouldn't have done that, right? Or maybe there was a better way of doing that, or perhaps my emotions got in the way and then what I said or did was actually just based upon my emotions instead of the truth of what I could see. So the reason why I want to do this video is because when you start to see people talking about the panic and the fear and oh my god, this is how, yeah, and they start doing these things, there will be some people that will do that. I want you to come back to this moment. Take a breath in, breathe out, and ask yourself, what is it that you want to flow with? How do you want to perceive the next few weeks of this earth? Because I'll guarantee you this, whether you live in fear or whether you live in excitement, both are a path that you can walk. Whether you live in fear, whether you live in excitement, both are a path that you can walk. Both of them have the opportunity to be your truth. So the question is, what truth do you want for yourself? Okay, even if the world was to explode and we'd just be completely reset, let me ask you something. Why are you afraid of that? Can you answer that question? Do you know why you're afraid of it? Is it because you'd lose your family? Is it because you'd lose your house, your car, your job, the things that are important to you, your life? Because I'd like to suggest something. If that was a potential path that Earth was going to go down, and I've been saying this from the beginning, I really don't believe that. I believe that we are on a timeline where the light will be given its opportunity to allow Earth to become the city of light, which is basically, very, very basically, is basically a planet that is an example for all planets around our galaxies and solar system and other aspects of our universe as well. We will become a shining example of what you can become when you evolve in a certain way. We are already becoming that. And in saying that, you should be proud of yourself. Okay, you should be proud of yourself for how far you have come and what you've been able to achieve in this lifetime alone, even if you don't think you've achieved anything. Because you will have contributed to the collective consciousness. You will have contributed to the people. Your actions, your decisions may have allowed somebody else to awaken. We don't think about this stuff, right? You might think you've gone your entire life doing nothing. You might think that you're pathetic, that you've never achieved anything, you've never done anything. However, your interactions with another human being may have allowed them to awaken. Some of the people of my past, maybe, might think their life is trash and that it's garbage and that they're a shit human being. Yet they contributed to this. All the things they said, all the things they did, all the ways that they made me feel. Because I allowed them to in that moment. They contributed to these videos. They contributed to my expansion, my evolution, my growth. Truthfully, if I can humbly say this, they may have had some of the biggest impact and they don't even know it. So, in understanding that, I want you to again come to that moment. Ask yourself what is true. Don't listen to another human being and instantaneously be like, oh my goodness, is that what's happening? Ask yourself what is true. This is why I've always said, question me. Not because I want you to find the truth in my evilness, because I don't walk that path, but because I want you to get in the habit of doing so. Because the more you get in the habit of questioning people, not to say you don't trust anybody, but the more you get in the habit of questioning people and their intentions, the more you empower yourself to make your own decisions, to come to your own conclusions as to what you feel is correct and accurate. I believe the next portion of this earth is going to be one that is truly magical beyond imagination. Okay, we will be introduced to ideas and concepts and ancient wisdom and things that we've just never been exposed to before. Perhaps even things like telepathy, being able to move things with your mind. Right? To some, they might think, oh, here we go, he's going insane. You use the logic, right? People are able to create things out of their consciousness, beautiful paintings, movies, songs, children, right? The ability to create another human being, another life. If you don't have that ability, don't worry. It's a part of one of your soul lessons here, and it's a beautiful one. Okay, even if it's painful, it's a beautiful one. But for those of you that can create human life, you can create another human being, and yet telepathy and telekinesis is out of the question. This world is full of immense possibilities. Not only this world, but this entire universe. And those possibilities are getting closer and closer to coming to our door. And I'm not panicking. I'm not afraid. I'm not in fear of what's to come, whether it's horrific or whether it's the most beautiful thing you've ever experienced in your life. Because every single one of us has a choice as to which path we wish to walk. And for those of you that might again find fear in that and say, oh my goodness, well, what if I walk the path of it? All you have to do is take those moments and ask yourself what you want. Right? What do you want? Do you want to move on to a planet Earth that is filled with light and compassion and opportunity? Or do you want something else? You decide. And then from that moment, if you can choose to be of service to others and to share this level of love and compassion and unity and understanding and oneness, then you will be putting yourself in a position to be ready for a much higher level of consciousness. Some of you are already channeling that. Some of you already are that higher level of consciousness. But the point is, use your own discernment. How do you feel when you listen to somebody speak? When you listen to me, when I do my little things, when I'm explaining about people that might be a little bad, does it make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel a little, oh, I just don't like this guy's energy? Or do you resonate with it? Do you feel it? Do you feel me in my heart and in who I am? Those are the questions that you must be asking yourself. Because there are people who you'll listen to and it's just, you just know. You just know. You know what is going on in their consciousness. You know what they're channeling, and it isn't particularly beneficial to anybody. But use your own discernment. Ask yourself what you believe. And don't panic. And if you do panic, give yourself time. There is always time, because time it's something you play with. Time is a play. Is a toy. Time is a toy that you can play with. That's why you're here. You're playing with time, right? Every second that goes by on this video, I'm playing with time. I'm creating. I'm using my language and my ability to flow with my consciousness to provide you with the possible information that might unlock your consciousness or set you free. I'm playing with time. You do the same. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it quite interesting. And as always, my friends, stay focused on you. Stay centered within yourself. Take care of yourselves. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.